Hello, my name is Max. Today I'm going to be telling you about my first job I had at a high school, um, how I found it, what I wanted out of it, and what I got from it. So my first job out of high school was working on a fishing boat in Alaska. I found the job. I was looking on Indeed. I didn't want to just find another, you know, boring job that I would sit around looking at the same four walls or just have the daily commute and slowly present driving every day. So I went on Indeed and tried to find the most interesting, outlandish job I could. So then I found that there was a fishing boat in Alaska that was asking for new sailors. So I decided to go along for the ride and see what I can get out of it. And I definitely got some good information out of it. What I wanted from the job was to get a new outlook on what a career could be. It doesn't have to be just sitting in a cubicle or going to the same building every day, and that just seems really boring to me, so I wanted something interesting. What I got out of it was a new perspective on how I could live my life and, you know, not just have the regular daily commute and all that nonsense. So first, to get to Alaska, they flew me out. It took a whole day of flying on a plane, and then that night we stayed in a hotel. And being anxious, I was 18, just raring to go, ready to get on the boat and start working, and just everything not going correctly. My first, I didn't even get my bag off the plane when we first landed. It was lost somewhere, so I had to go talk to, the security guy and get a ticket and go back early the next day and make sure I got my bag because I had all my clothes and I was going to go on a boat for 3 months. So that went wrong. when we were supposed to wake up to get on they had this, they had the cars ready for us so then they could just take us to the airport again so then we can go to Alaska and fly out to Alaska. So getting on the cars, nobody woke up. Everybody was asleep because they I don't know why. I was the only one in the car ready to go. So I went to the airport by myself. I was a little nervous, and then, finally get my bag, feeling a little better. And then I have to put it back on the plane because we're going further into Alaska and they have smaller planes. So I was nervous that they were going to lose it again. And then we finally get to Alaska, to the port that we were going to go to. But then we get notification that our boat isn't there and that we're going to have to spend the next 3 days in Alaska by ourselves. So it was me and 4 other dudes. I was 18. They were all like 25 to 30. And they decided that they didn't want to just sit in the cabin in Alaska and not do anything. They wanted to go drink. So they decided to spend a lot of their money on alcohol and bring it back. So they started drinking. So then I started drinking. But then they started get a little rowdy. And then one of them started pressing me and stuff. So then there was a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a shoving match. And then that all got resolved. And then the next day, after everybody woke up and realized, oh, that got a little out of hand, we had to clean up our mess. There was damage to the walls. There was broken glass, blood, just all the bad things. So then the next day, same thing again, just relaxing on the couch for most of the day, recovering from the night before, and then hitting it hard the next night. So by day 3, the tenant or the landlord or whoever owned the building, who lived in that area of Alaska, decided that he was going to stop by, pay a visit, because he was getting texts from our bosses saying to go check in on the guys, because they were getting texts from a guy who was with us that people were messing the cabin up. So he came in, took pictures, and then we all got fired and sent home. And then I had to get on a flight and fly all the way back to Iowa in one day, and it took 24 hours, and that was bad and not fun. But out of the experience, I learned that I don't want to just have a boring 9 to 5 job, going to the same place every day. I want to have an experience where I can go out, where my job includes travel and strange situations and that kind of stuff. I understand it's not going to happen like this every time, but I just thought it would be super fun, and that Alaska's beautiful, and why not see it? So yeah, thank you.